Guys, this is about to be my son's new bedroom. After going to Japan, he was inspired by the Japanese platform bed. So he asked his dad, hey, can you help me build a platform bed? So in today's video, I'm going to be transforming this space in this guest room to my son's new room. And we're going to be building a platform bed like they have in Japan. If you guys are up for it and you want to see how this project unfolded, stay with me in this video and I'll show you exactly how we did it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. To all my longtime subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all things that I do DIY, including reviews. Well, in today's video, guys, as you can see, I have a guest room here. My son decided he wanted to take this room over and he was kind of tired of the boring layout. So he asked me to build him a platform bed like they had in Japan. I said, of course, we're going to transform this space and we're going to build it together. He's going to be helping me. So as we go through this video, you're going to see bits and pieces of him, possibly my wife, as I try to make this bedroom something that he'll enjoy and he'll love. Now just stay with me and let's see how this unfolded and I'll take you along with me on the journey. All right, let's get at it. All right, first things first, we started out by cleaning out the old room so we could actually have a clean slate by removing all the furniture, bed, and giving the room a quick vacuum. Big shout out to my wife, of course, because without her, this would have taken us forever, but she jumped on it and she was excited as we were. Once it was all clean, we were ready to begin. But before we began, we decided to kind of assemble the bookcases and work backwards. Assembling all the bookcases and the storage bins that would be a part of the build. We kind of went with the IKEA Besta series since my son liked the clean look and the versatile ways that he could configure them. Now, putting all this stuff together took a good while because we had a bunch of these cubbies that we wanted to assemble, but we figured, you know what, let's assemble them from the beginning. Let's take our time, put them all together. And once we got them all said and done, then it would save us time in the end when we were getting ready to finish up the project. Now, once we were done with the bookshelves and all the storage, we could start assembling the frame for the legs and the support frame, which I created by just screwing a 1x2 to the wall around the perimeter. And once we got the 1x2 screwed to the wall, all we had to do was screw the 2x4s to them to give them a good structural frame. Now, I didn't want to have to remove the baseboards from the bedroom because I don't know what this is going to be like in the future. So I just ended up notching the base of the 2x4s so that it could fit flush to the wall. Now, once I completed the perimeter support, the next step was to complete the platform support. And by connecting longer 8-foot 2x4s to the wall and screwing smaller 2x4s to them to serve as support legs, we were able to create a good solid base. Now, the idea here was that we wanted the platform to have a stable base for me to put plywood on top. Plus, I wanted to surprise my son by making a secret area under his bed so that he could have a private space to hang out and hide if he wanted to. Like all kids, I just wanted something a little cool for him, but I'll get back to that in a little bit. Now, to complete the frame for the platform, I then fastened 1x4s running laterally to give the plywood a solid base to sit on. We started on the first half of the platform and then we're able to do the second half. Now, you'll notice that in order to give the base extra stability, I connected the long frames with shorter 2x4s in between the frames before finally putting on the 1x4s. Once we had the frame spanning across the entire room, it was time to install the plywood deck on top and secure it to the frame with screws. Of course, in order to access the platform, I decided that I needed to make a set of steps that would lead up to the platform. And this was where I came up with this cool idea that I wanted to have the steps be able to kind of slide in and out so that my son could access under the platform and use it as like his own cool space. But I wanted it to seem like part of the platform itself, and I wanted it really hidden. So I cut out a frame from the steps with scrap plywood, and then I assembled the frame to the steps with 1x2s and added plywood to the steps and finished the risers with this decorative whiteboard kind of thing that matched the theme. Got one of these from Home Depot and it worked out pretty good. And next up, it was time to finish the platform. And we decided to finish the top after a bunch of back and forth with some of this luxury vinyl tile. Now, if you guys have never installed this stuff, it was really easy to install. They just snap together with this tongue and groove system, and you just need some basic tools to complete the installation. The hardest part was getting the first row started, but once I got it started, I was good to go. I used this natural wood color vinyl for the platform top and stairs, and then I ended up finishing the edges with quarter round and some sort of stair nosing that kind of complemented the color. And once this was done, I could finally see that the project started to take shape, and I could finally see my work starting to come together, and I was really getting excited. Hey, if you guys are finding value in this content and you're enjoying this makeover with me and my son, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned to all things that I do DIY. I know a bunch of you guys aren't subscribed, but you guys follow me and you guys like to watch my projects, so please hit that subscribe button. It would help out a lot. All right, let's get back to the build. Next up, we started to install the IKEA cubby cases and the storage bins that my son wanted. Now, to be honest, this took a lot longer than I thought it would. Even though we pre-assembled the outer shell, installing these storage bins and these bookcases and these cubbies took forever. And in the end, we ended up coming up with this staircase design for the partition slash bookshelf, and it looked awesome. Once we're done with that, it was time to run electrical. Of course, you know, as a DIYer, we got to have electrical. And since we built the platform, all the outlets were below and needed power for all of his accessories that he could use by his bedside. So I thought that the easiest thing I could do is just to drill a couple holes on the platform and mount some USB surge protectors that would plug in below the platform and allow him to plug in any of his devices that he needed. This was quick and easy, and once all the holes were drilled, it was only a matter of running the wires neatly and mounting the surge protectors on the wall. How do you guys think this looks? I think it ended up coming out great. Now, to complete the platform, I also installed some drawers from a cabinet that I had in my garage. I was able to kind of cut it down to size, and it fit perfectly beside the stairs. I guess he could use this for a junk drawer, or maybe to even store his clothes, but whatever, I had to put it in just to finish the front face of the platform. Once again, everything was coming together nicely. My son even picked out one of those cool floating sit-stand desks with a chair that matched really well with the color scheme in the room. Hey, you guys remember the secret stairs I was telling you about? I was able to put sliders underneath it and install these little hooks that would allow my son to slide out the stairs whenever he wanted to access under the platform. Now, adding the sliders made it really easy to move and reposition the stairs whenever he wanted to get in or hide, and if he ever needed to get out, it was easy to slide back and forth. I wish I had this when I was a kid. This thing came out amazing. Now, of course, a room like this would definitely not be complete without some cool LEDs, and that's exactly what me and my son did next. He and I worked on running LEDs all around the platform, under the platform, and all around the perimeter of the ceiling. The cool thing is that the LED strips came with double-sided tape so that they were super easy to install. And he and I just took our time and chit-chatted and ran these things all around the room and exactly where he wanted to. And once we were done, the room looked amazing. And not to mention his secret hideout underneath the platform, that turned out really cool. He even made me run LED lights to a shelf that he had all of his anime characters on to showcase for all of his friends. I think this was like a little touch that he needed and he wanted to put his stamp on, and I think it ended up looking really cool. Now, next up, it was time to put in the final touches. Now, we installed this cool floor lamp that we picked up from IKEA as well. And then, of course, we struggled to bring in the mattress and set it on top of the platform. But once we got the bed up on the platform, all we had to do was make the bed, and my son ended up adding all his toys and accessories and pillows and all that stuff. And just like that, his room makeover was done. Check it out. From the raised platform, accented with LEDs, to this cool storage shelf to hold all of his books, anime characters, and gadgets, to his ultra cool modern adjustable LED sit-stand desk, and not to mention his own personal little man cave. I cannot say enough about this transformation. What started out as an idea actually transformed this regular looking bedroom to an ultra cool anime sanctuary. Guys, to be honest, the best part about it was that I got to spend quality time with my son, working on a project with him and watching his dream and his idea come to reality. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment about what your favorite part about this build was, or what you would have changed if you were doing it. Of course, I love hearing your feedback, so guys, don't be shy, leave them down below. And once again, Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video.